What is going on YouTube? So it is a nice and sunny Friday today, and it is like midday now. And I haven't got college today, so that's just even better. So I thought I'd film this video right now just to go through kind of my mindset and what I'm like thinking about when I'm going to run a new product and when I've got the start of testing. So I started testing a new product yesterday. So obviously today is the second day of testing. And I'm really confident about this product as well. I believe that I can make 5 figures with it, or more as well. And I just want to like sort of go through. I'm going to probably document the product as well, or just probably document like a lot of my products that do well. Just sort of go through. Um, but yeah, I want to just tell you like what you should be thinking about when you run a new product, and kind of just some tips and tricks when it comes to product selection, and just actually thinking about how you're going to run a product. So first things first, the number one mistake you don't want to make is not having video ideas. So no matter how like confident you feel about a product or anything like that, if you can't get at least 2 weeks of content planned out for that product, it's going to be like really difficult to actually like consist with it. Because the problem is that if you have a product and you don't get the video ideas you need for it, you're just going to be relying on the algorithm to make you go viral rather than your own skill. And the amount of times that I've done this now with products, and it's just been an absolute fail because I've run out of video ideas and I've ended up having to repost videos and I just haven't gone viral. It's actually insane. So if you take one bit of advice, is please plan out your videos. At least I normally go for about 14 days. You can literally just open a Google Doc and you can just put, you know, however many videos a day you're going to post. So 2 to 3 videos a day, 14 days worth, and plan out all your content. Now, another tip and trick to like finding the content is you can either, obviously, if you're running a product that's already been ran, so it's you found it on your burner or whatever, you've just found it like scrolling and you want to run it, then obviously if your competitors going viral, you want to copy the videos as well, so like one to one. Also like change them, well, take the movements, and then you can like split test with like different sounds and everything like that. It all depends on the product, right? But generally, if you found a product on your burner and you're going to be copying the content and you're going to copy the movements, so you can get used to the movements of the product, and then as soon as you can go viral with it, you can then obviously branch out to your own videos. And yeah, that's kind of how that works. But what I do a lot now is actually bring my own products to the sort of the platforms. So obviously you'd be sourcing them from AliExpress or whatever, finding them yourself and then bringing them on the platforms. Now, it's actually a lot harder to do this, and that's why a lot of like people out there always recommend that you only do this once you're a little bit more intermediate, a bit more advanced. Because obviously finding video concepts and stuff, it's not just a matter of like, scrolling through social media and stuff like that. It actually takes a bit of like, you've got to use your brain really to actually figure out how can I apply my product to this video idea. So one of my main competitors, I'm not going to say the name because I'm still running the product, so you'd obviously, be able to see. But one of my main competitors, when I was running a select product, which made me quite a bit of money, over 5 figures, the guy who started, he came in after me because I was the first to bring the product to the platform, and he came in after me, and he actually ended up making like double or maybe more of what I made with the product, and that was purely because this guy was like really, really skilled, really, really good at content, a lot better than me at the time as well. And when I did some more research into it to see how he'd actually succeeded, how he'd actually like ended up making more money than me, his account had like more than double the amount of mine follow wise. And when I did some more research, the reason was because he was scrolling through his niche account. So he was scrolling through videos in the niche that we were in with the product, and he was simply applying trending trends basically. He was applying these trends, so whether it be the caption, whether it be the sound, or just the concept of the video, he was applying these different trends and putting them into his video with the product, and it really worked. And it really opened my eyes when he did this, because it told me that advanced people who are making like lots of money, I believe he made around 6 figures with the product as well. So advanced people who are making lots of money, like obviously through video content and everything with organic, they are not just looking at what other dropshippers are doing. They're not just looking at what other products are going viral. They're looking into their niche. And obviously, this is going to take a lot more time. It's going to take a lot more brain power and stuff like that. But it obviously pays off. So I'd say when you're looking for content wise, if you're bringing the product to the platform, look for other products that are similar to yours. So whether whatever your product may be, let's say it's a rug or something, then look for other rugs that are similar to yours, or just look for other rugs and see what's gone viral, and then copy the same concept with yours. Because when you bring a unique sort of like product to the platform, the algorithm will push it out more because they want to, people to see new content. So yeah, that's one way of sort of finding new content and stuff, and just make sure you get 14 days worth of that done. So obviously, it's not always going to succeed, with using niche content and stuff like that, but it's always worth a try because you never know. So yeah, give that a try, and make sure to plan out all those videos, the 14 days worth. But so I mean, once you've got like your videos planned out and stuff, it's sort of a matter of time. I would do this whilst you're waiting for the product to be delivered. So, if you order it from AliExpress, the general shipping time is going to be like 7 days, or a little bit more, a little bit less, something around that. So I'd say plan these videos out whilst you do that in your free time. Get all your other filming done, get all your editing done, then do this. Get the 14 days worth done. I find another reason this helps as well is more mentality wise. I feel a lot more confident with the product when I'm sort of being told what to film and what to edit, if you know what I mean. So I'm telling myself, I'm telling my future self for when the product arrives what I've got to do with the product, and it makes the whole process a lot easier. So that's kind of my advice there when it comes to that. The only other thing I'd want to mention here with testing new products is that showcase products are going to be a lot harder to apply this to than sort of normal products that you can just, use other movements with. And the reason I say that is because showcase products are very stationary. So if you don't know what a showcase product is, it's basically a product that kind of just sits there like a lamp or something that, you can do a few movements with and show it, but it's mainly just the product, you're just showing it the product, and can get a bit repetitive. I find with showcase products it's a lot harder to scale with because you can't really switch up the content and stuff like that. So when it comes to showcase products, if you can't be confident enough to have that 2 weeks of content planned out before running the product, I wouldn't even maybe not even consider running the product, because unless it's, you've got full confidence in it, you're a bit more advanced and you actually know it's going to do well, then, that's the only exception. But if you're a beginner and you're just ordering a showcase product just for the sake of running one, or just for the sake of running the product, but you can't get the content planned out, I would advise against it, just because I've personally ran showcase products myself, and from experience, if I haven't got enough video ideas, I just end up having to repost content just for the point of posting on that day, and it just gets a little bit like, repetitive. All the videos get repetitive. There's not many different angles you can test, and yeah, I just would recommend against it unless obviously you're a bit more advanced and you've got a lot more confidence when it comes to that. But yeah, that's kind of my advice on videos and testing new products. Now, mindset wise, when testing a new product, usually the first like week or so, you're going to be a lot more sort of motivated and excited, especially if you're confident about the product. But maintaining that sort of excitement about the product can be difficult if you're, not getting some viral videos straight away, you're not seeing some results straight away. But the way you need to break that is by simply just detaching your emotion from the product. Now, there's been many times before when I've had real confidence about a product doing well. Then, I've planned all the videos out. I'm like, this is going to go crazy viral. It actually happened to me recently as well. This is going to go crazy viral, this is going to go crazy. It's going to make a bunch of money. And then it just flops and doesn't get hardly any views. And yeah, it just doesn't convert. So detach the emotion from the product, because if you're like really confident about something and then it just doesn't go as planned, your confidence is just going to shatter and it's just going to make you feel bad. So I'd advise against as well, obviously attaching emotions to products. You find a cool product, that's great, amazing, congrats, but don't like get too, attached to it. Just literally act out, just act normal, order the product in, plan your videos out and just run it. And obviously as soon as it starts doing well, that's when you can sort of attach more to it, and sort of put more, proper attention to the what's working, and then that's when you can scale with it. So until you actually see movement with the product, don't feel like that product's going to be like, something crazy, because if it isn't, then it's going to shatter your confidence, and yeah, it's just not going to be great. So that's kind of all I want to mention here. If there's anything I didn't mention, by the way, or anything else you want to hear, just comment below and I'll, make another video on that. But thank you for watching and thank you for all the support recently with all the new subscribers and comments and whatever. So thank you all for that. I really appreciate it. But if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing for more and I'll see you in the next video.